YouTubers. Hello, welcome back, you guys. Welcome back, welcome back. Okay, so there's still some flowers I need to sew, but I kind of wanted to show y'all kind of like what it look like, and then kind of go over how to kind of like sew the flowers on the dress again, in case y'all want to happen to like sew some flowers on the dress, like how I did. So the sewing question for the timestamp episode. I sewed at 12. The flowers on the 12:30, and I stopped about like 1:45, and I took an hour break, and I uploaded the video. It's supposed to be coming on at 4:30, so I decided to upload the video after I'm done. So for reference, because I forgot to do the timestamps, this is my apologies. That's the timestamp for that, but I'm about to get back into it now. It's it's 3:37 right now. Okay, we about to get back into it. But so yeah. I wanted to kind of like show y'all the flowers again while they're over here. And then kind of like show y'all what I've done so far. Now that my laptop's fully charged, I'm able to move it a lot more. I'm try to move it down a little bit. See y'all. I hope y'all can see it. Okay, these are the flowers. I don't know if y'all can see them clear. These are the flowers, you guys, that I'm using. Here's the flowers. And this is just a review. I'm currently using this brown thread. Okay, I feel like that kind of y'all see. I'm currently using this one. It's the one I'm currently using right now. And I got two extra brown ones. They're different shades of brown. I don't know if y'all can kind of tell. They are. Just in case the other brown thread is gone, so I can still have the brown thread. This is my tomato plushie. This is the sewing needle I'm using. This is a straight sewing needle. That's what we're working with right now. I did use shears to kind of like cut the thread. Like I said, in the first video, they're sharper than the regular scissors. I'm trying to see if it's one. It's the side. This is stainless steel. It's the side. Yep, it is. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it literally says stainless steel. Yeah, these are sharper than the regular scissors because they're shears. They're scissors used for sewing. But anyway, I'm gonna take y'all to my nice room so y'all can just see the dress. But I'm probably finna grab that jump real quick, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna hang it up. This kind of reminds me of when I did my first dress designing series ever. I'm gonna hang it up in kind of like the same spot. For those who are around for it and watch the episodes, y'all gonna know exactly where the spot is. But for those who aren't, this y'all know this gonna be probably my hang up spot for a little minute. But I suck at camera angles. I'm gonna try to get it the best that I can, so you guys can kind of see. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I'll try to see if I can get a little closer. Okay. I'm trying, you guys. I'm using a laptop, so bear with me. But this is what it looks like right now. It looks a lot clearer. Okay, this is what it looks like right now. As you can see, I made them kind of have a look like branches. I made the branch that's holding it together kind of like thicker, and then I added like a little piece of brown thread to make them kind of stick out like little twigs. But this is what we got so far. Just got to add a few more to this side along with some branch like designs. It's one up here actually. I'm trying to see if I can get it. I said camera angles, but this is a branch right here. That's a branch. And then this is like a little branch. So yeah, this is what we've got so far within 12:30 to We're on 45, so we got a lot done. Like I said, I just took me a nice little hour break to give me to eat me some food, you know, chill, watch a few YouTube videos, and then like make some time to upload the video. I was supposed to upload it during our break, but here we are. We're still here. We're still kicking. But yeah, so far it's turning out really great. I love it. I love the sewing patterns. I love where this is going. I am glad that I did go in with the brown thread. It does make it look more tree like. So now we're gonna get back to the sewing process. I'm gonna try to move this table up a little bit because I'm gonna try to give my best close up. This kind of reminds me of I was watching a YouTuber, and this YouTuber said that they struggle with camera angles and stuff as well, and how it's kind of weird for them to kind of like not have their face showing, but they're doing the preparation progress. I don't know if y'all have heard of him, but his name is August. I watch him sometimes because sometimes he's just funny, and I like how he reacts to stuff. But yeah, and when he said it, I was like, oh my gosh, I can relate. And it's just nice to hear another YouTuber like say that, you know, because when you're starting out, sometimes you do wonder, am I the only one who kind of like, you know, go through this in the beginning? So it was very nice. It's very nice. If y'all haven't watched him, I suggest y'all do. Y'all should check him out. He's really nice to watch reactions of. He gives his honest opinion, honest critique, and sometimes he has his funny jokes and stuff. And I just like him. I just feel like he's cool, dude. Okay, I'm gonna take this hanger off. Just put it on there so show the dress real quick. But this, like I showed y'all, is what we're working with so far. And it actually looks like a real tree branch, and I'm loving that. Okay, so I wish I could give y'all more close-ups to camera angles, but I apologize that I sadly cannot. Try to see if I can pull this table up a little bit closer and then just okay. Hopefully pulling it this way will kind of help. And I'm gonna try to sew this way, but I'm more comfortable with sewing like flat, honestly. That's just me being honest. Um but hopefully this will help y'all see better. Okay, so as we always do when we sew, you take your needle. It's a straight needle, by the way. I'm just gonna put it like right on top of the dress so I don't forget, because sometimes I tend to forget and I tend to kind of like lose things kind of like easily. Like I said in my last video, I've been looking for my laptop for 2 days and I found it this morning. So I want to make sure I could put things kind of like where I can see them, so I won't be frantically looking for it, and it kind of gives me like a peace of mind. It kind of like puts my mind at ease. So I didn't do the finger method this time. I'm just gonna unwind it like I did in my first video. I just used my finger to unwind it, but I decided to take a different approach so it doesn't look like I'm flicking y'all off, because I'm not flicking y'all off. Like I'm really not. Um, but yeah, I think this would be enough for now. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, but we're gonna use the little extra bit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it like so. I'm hoping this angle kind of helps y'all see a little bit, cause I'm working from a laptop. I'm not really working from a phone. So y'all please just bear with me. And I apologize if it continue to be hard to see. Like I said with the string, you kind of just lick the string a little bit. And this makes it easier so the string will be straight. Like so. And then there's usually a threader that you could use to put through this, but I didn't get my threader. So we're just gonna have to do it the old fashioned way. And you just try to see if I can show you how going through the hole. But I also know I kind of need to see, so I'm probably gonna turn it around the other way. Okay, and we got it. You see how it's, through the needle, and then once it's through, you just pull it up like so, like I just did. And then make sure that your strings are even. So sometimes you have to pull up an additional time to make sure they're kind of even, because it makes it easier for the sewing process. And so then you're gonna just do the loop de loop and pull, the SpongeBob would say. Except your shoes aren't gonna be the ones that's gonna be looking cool. It's gonna be the needle. Like I said, I like to tie it at least 3 times. Like the first 2 times, it's good and tight, but I always prefer like 3 because I believe in better safe than sorry. Just the extra precaution. Because you don't have to do 3. I just choose to tie it like 3 times before I start. Make sure that it's secure. Okay, once you got your knot secured, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your needle, and of course I'm gonna be picking a flower. Let's see. I kind of go by 2 light color pinks and then 1 dark kind of like color pink. So let's see. I used 1 light, so I'm gonna go back with another light for where I stopped it. You get your flower. Doesn't really matter what flower, but because I'm going for a cherry blossom vibe, I got the flower. I got these kind. Okay. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna stick your needle through. Like so. Make sure you be careful of your fingers. I want y'all to kind of like see how my fingers are kind of like back and where the needle is. Try to wiggle it so y'all can see. You gotta be careful of that. Make sure your fingers are when you're sewing clothes or adding on designs. Make sure your fingers and your hand is above the needle of where you're sewing. But anyway, you just put your needle through there. Put the needle through like so, and then use your other hand once you get the needle, and you just pull on it a little bit. Sometimes you have to push it a few times to get it to take it like so. Now the flowers, when I was sewing them, they tend to move, which is why you kind of have to hold them down, and then you kind of have to just let the needle just pull up on its own, and then let it stick like that. And then what I do is, hold on, I gotta pull this up a little bit. Sorry, y'all. Okay, what I do is I go under where I just sewed it, which is right here, and I push the needle through. Now make sure when you're doing this, your hand is, like I said, above where the needle would come out at. And make sure that when you're doing it, that it's above your clothes and above your leg and your knee, so you won't poke yourself. And then you just push it through. Like so. You see how it's pushing through? And then you just grab it. You still hold on to your clothing, like I'm holding on to dress. Like I said, sometimes you gotta, and you hold on to the needle gradually. Don't let your finger touch the tip, because it's gonna poke you. And then you gotta push it a little bit. Sometimes you have to push it and wiggle it a little bit for it to come out like so. And then you just pull up like that, and there you go. It's tightly secured. And that's what I've been doing for all these flowers. I've just been going I just been going in on the outside, and then in the inside, I just go back up, like how I showed you, like so. Because I know I said I was gonna be done, but I didn't end up being done. Now I can move. Now you can move your flowers if you don't want them to be straight, which I kind of moved mine because I wanted mine to kind of be like going in a certain pattern. So your flowers don't necessarily have to be straight. It's all in where you move them to go. Okay. And then you're gonna do the same for this one. I haven't made any branches yet for this one, but I love it. I feel like it came out so cute. And sometimes I feel like I'm making little potential branches when I do this. If y'all can see it, it's like right there. Yeah, it's like a little branch, which I'm okay with that too. Like I said, I wanted there to be like branches, you know, you know what I'm saying. Um, so if it's a branch, like if it's going through the flower, I'm okay with it. It doesn't really like bother me because in my eyes, I just see it as another branch. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Just sewing away, you know, making sure that my flowers are lined up the way I want them to be. You know what I'm saying? Making sure to sew everything at least twice, you know, so they can kind of like stay in place. Eventually, I'm gonna get into my first branch, which I try to do is I try to like sew two flowers, and then by the time I get to the third flower, that becomes my branch. That's what I try to do. But I know I'm kind of a sloppy sewer, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being a sloppy sewer. It used to it used to worry me, strange enough, a little bit, and I used to get so upset that I couldn't sew straight. But eventually, I ended up embracing it because I ended up learning when you don't sew straight, you can tell it's more homemade that way, and that's just how I kind of looked at it in that philosophical sense. I was trying to find a word, I couldn't find it, y'all. Now sometimes I will like go in the inside to the outside and switch up, which that's okay too. Just make sure that you go like make sure that you're going from the outside to the inside and to the inside to the outside. Also make sure that your streets don't get stuck on these little white things right here. I kept them because they look flower like, and I don't feel like it's gonna like disrupt the vibe or anything of it. I'm probably gonna go back and sew on this little string because it looks like a branch now. Which I can kind of show you how to make my branches. Basically, like with the thin lines, I go back over it like so, like you see, and then I just go back to the previous spot or dot where the branch was, and just poke through it from the outside to the inside, and then just pull, and it kind of makes it look thicker. You see how that kind of looks a little bit thicker than it did the first time. That's what I do for making my branches. As far as the little branches, I'll get to how I make the little branches because I'm pretty sure it's gonna come up at some point. But I thought to show you how I make the branches, which is kind of another reason why it kind of took longer, because I'm not just going in straight sewing. I'm also making like little thick branches in between each sewing step. And I'm glad that I did. Like I said, I'm glad I chose this brown thread. It makes it look really, really pretty. You know, it really gives off spring vibes, even though it's the summertime. Also, did you guys know that cherry blossoms represents feminine energy, and it also means rebirth? It means something else, but I know it means feminine and rebirth, and I just thought that was like a cool fact to like share that it symbolizes. Cause I think that is so cool because I'm very much a girly girl, all in and out through. Okay, I guess I could make like a long little extension branch right here. Sorry, the glitch. I'll make an extension branch right here and kind of like show y'all how like I make the little branches. Okay, so we're gonna have to go from the inside to the outside on this one, y'all. Okay, so I'm kind of like letting the needle kind of like feel the needle out on where it's supposed to go. I don't know if y'all can see like the little needle. I'm trying to needle go based off of where it's at with the needle before I put the needle through, which is another good method I recommend for anybody to use. But yeah, so this is how I make my extension branches. And then I go back on the end and do the same thing inside to the outside just to keep it into place, you know. You see, I hope y'all can see it. But it's right there. I don't make these thick. I kind of keep them thin because they're little branches. They don't need to be that thick, honestly. Okay, I move that flower up a little bit. Okay, move it up a little bit. And yeah. Oh, look at y'all. Y'all got y'all first little branch. Look at that, our first little branch. Um, Now that y'all kind of have an idea of how I kind of like do the branches and stuff on these, um, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and pause this real quick and continue working on putting the rest of these flowers on here. Like I said, it's not that many, and I kind of like told y'all how I kind of like do it. So y'all kind of like see how I do it so far. I love it, like I really do, and because I did too light, I'm probably gonna go in with this dark. Because I try to do some light and some dark because in the dress it's got like a light in the skirt. Let me show y'all real quick before I pause. In the skirt, it's got like little shades of light pink and dark pink because it's a white skirt, but it got like different shades of pink. So it's basically like a ombre, you could say. Well, it is ombre. I don't know why I said basically. Everybody probably may or may not know what ombre is, but it's okay. I'm gonna show y'all again. Just in case y'all didn't see my first video, so y'all can kind of like get an idea of it. Okay, so this is the skirt. You see how it's got like a light pink and then a little bit of dark pink in it. That's what we're going for with the cherry blossoms. Sometimes I think of the little branches. I think I could have like put some little petals in there, but I like it the way it is. You know, I was just saying like to be extra, but we don't really got no. I don't got no little extra petals. You know what I'm saying? Lying around. You know. But I'm gonna continue to sew the rest of these flowers on the first part of this dress, and then we'll move on to the second part of the dress, and then from there we will try the dress on. um like I said, the video for that one with the skirt, like when the skirt like comes in and everything, I'd probably be doing it like once I get off work, and if not when I get off work immediately, probably Wednesday. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be too excited, so it's probably be when I get off work that Tuesday. I don't know what time that video is gonna be uploaded. Honestly, I'm not for sure. Sorry if I'm looking down. I'm still so I'm talking to y'all. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited because it's like I'm designing this dress for a birthday photo shoot, and I'm excited. Like, this ain't the first time I designed something for my birthday. Fun fact: my shoes, which I could bring in here at some point. My shoes, I had some fluorescent. I got some fluorescent high tops. I customized the ribbons twice. One of them, it was pink for my 21st birthday. For my 22nd birthday, it was blue. I made blue like shoelaces out of ribbon. And oh, it got stuck. I don't know how it got this part got stuck, but it did. I'm gonna have to loosen that. But anyway, so I've done stuff like that. This is custom for my birthday. It's just a little different because this is like a whole dress is custom. Even like with my 21st birthday dress, me and my sister, we did the custom measurements ourselves because we went to the spot. I'm not gonna name the spot, and it like they didn't want to take the measurements or even see because they thought that we was broke. Yeah, so that was an experience. So we ended up doing it ourselves, and it turned out great. But like I said, I'm not gonna name the place. Not like that. No. But yeah, that's just kind of reminds me of. But anyway, I'll see you guys when I get back and when I'm done with this first part. So I'll see you guys once I get done with this first part. Okay, I had to make sure it was resumed. Okay, guys, I'm back. It is 5:30. So my first video should be up by now, which it is. It's been an hour, but there it is. So I advise you guys to check that first video out before coming here. But I wanted to share I made a new design for the first one. I'm about to be done anyway. But if you can see, as you can see, I got some flower petals like up here, kind of like scattered. I thought it'd be like really cute to have some like scattered and like have like a little tree branch. I thought it'd be really cute and really different, and I wanted to like show you guys. So I got two more of these to sew on here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sew the rest of these two on here because it's not really gonna take me like a long time since they're scattered and they're not attached like the other ones. But yeah, so we've been making progress. And I like this new design idea because it's kind of like showing they're all attached, but all kind of like showing that they're all flowy. Almost as if they're like going with the wind type sense. So let's start with this one. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm holding it down and I'm sewing down and pushing it through, going up And then I'm going to the other side. I'm doing the same thing. Going inside to the outside. I say sometimes you have to push it through or like wiggle it through. And then I go back in to make sure it's secure. Sometimes you have to wiggle it. One of the petals fell, but that's okay because I think I remember which spot it is. But yeah, that's how I just stick them on there the same way, except there's no branches attached. It just, yeah. Sometimes the tricky part is I have to wiggle it and kind of push it through. Okay. So there's those three, and I have to do two more. And I'm liking this. I feel like it looks really, really nice. Um, I don't think I'm gonna need another thing of flowers by how this is looking. I don't think I do. Not how this is looking, but I thought to show y'all like the new design, kind of like how I kind of like sew it on there because it is a new. It's new from what I originally was gonna plan on doing, but it was just so many blank spaces, and I didn't like that. I wanted to fill those blank spaces and those gaps up. You know, like I don't want the dress to be completely blank. You know what I'm saying? So I went with the free flow method, and I actually like it. Okay. So this is the first one, and then I got one more I gotta do for this side, and then we'll be moving on to this side. Like I said, with this side, I'm gonna do the branch method still, and I'm probably gonna do like a little bit of free throw flowers around some blank areas, just so it don't look too blank at the top, because that looks kind of boring to me. But this is how the top's looking like in the inside. If you wonder like how the inside pattern kind of looks like it's all over the place. This is what I mean by you can tell it's homemade by the way I sew. Cause like I said, I'm not a neat sewer, and it used to be something that I used to like really dislike. But as I got older, I started not to really too much care. You know, like it'll come with time, but for right now, this is just how it is. You know, and I'm okay with that. Sometimes sometimes embracing your insecure flaws in your talents actually ends up making them really unique, and it ends up making them really beautiful because at the end of the day you got it done and you did what most people wouldn't have done. So always look at your imperfections when you're creating something, whether it's sewing, drawing, painting, cooking, or anything that you just create hands on and there's an imperfection. Think of it as a good thing and think of it as something unique because that's something that most people would do. It's like a unique signature that you can have for yourself and say, oh, I did this. I did this thing. And it's a little different from somebody else, but so what? It ends up standing out and being unique. You know? Just think of it that way. Cause I've had to do that a lot of times, especially like with sewing because I can tend to be a perfectionist. But sometimes I even have to give myself grace and remind myself that it's okay. Because what a lot of people don't understand about people who create content and stuff is that they're human too. You know, But a lot of people don't see it that way. But I've always kind of like seen it that way. But since I've been doing like YouTube for a while, it really kind of like helps me see it that way. Whether you're going on like a few subscribers or like you got 1,000 subscribers or like a million, at the end of the day, they're still a regular person, just like you are. Because I know a lot of times, sometimes people who are younger, like children or teenagers, we all had our celebrity that we used to look up to. You know what I'm saying? And if you are like a child or like a teenager watching this, and you have somebody who you look up to, like a celebrity or something, it's okay to have a celebrity that you like and stuff. But just remember, at the end of the day, they're human just like you. Okay? And it's okay to like them, but it's not okay to like heavily obsess over them to the point to where you end up forgetting that they're human, or you end up forgetting yourself, trying to get caught up into being like them and stuff like that. Don't get caught up in that. Stay true to yourself always. And you can still like that artist or that celebrity, but just remember that they're human just like you. Is all I'm saying. And stay true to yourself. Because sometimes we really just get caught up in somebody else's life, that we tend to kind of like forget that they're human too, and that they have flaws and stuff too, just like we do. You know. I feel like I just turned this into a TED talk, but it always is a TED talk. Okay, we're gonna sew this flower right here, and then we're gonna be done with this side, and then I'm just probably just gonna sew the other side off the seam, behind the scenes. I don't know why I said off the seam. As I predicted, one of my brown thread is gone, which is why I have backups. Probably gonna go with this dark one right here. I always say it's good to have backup, any kind of backup for your materials, for any kind of thing that you're just, for anything that you're creating or that you're making, because you never know. Like you never know. Like if I didn't have an extra thing of brown thread, I did have a backup to use black, simply because although it wouldn't be tree branch like, there are such thing as some trees that end up kind of like looking black, but in reality they're kind of like brown, like blackish brownish type trees. Really, for these separate flowers being free, I don't have to use brown, but I've used brown thread thus far, and I feel like it just would be completely out of place to not use brown thread. I feel like it would be out of place, honestly. Um, I'm gonna sew this on real quick so I can get this first half done. I'm excited to get her done. So I can go ahead with this second half, because I think this video is probably gonna be done today, and this will probably be like the last part of this episode until, like I said, Tuesday. Like I said, I'll probably do it like once I get off work, but I just do know what time it uploads, because I start going back to work next week. I took a break. I was supposed to be going on a vacation, but he ended up getting canceled. But there was nothing I could really do about that. So now I'm just chilling with you guys. Yeah. So yeah, I'll start back going to work next week. I'm off on my birthday though. It's my birthday. I'm not gonna go to work on my birthday. I know some people do, but I just don't. Anyway, it's about talking about work. I'm finna sew this last little flower, and like I said, I'm really about to be done with this half. I'm probably gonna write a record of the time too that it took for me to do this half. I always try to keep up with the time, and I'm so excited about this dress because I thought about doing a cherry blossom photo shoot because I love cherry blossoms. As mentioned in my first video, they are my favorite flower. Besides that, roses are my favorite flower. And I know in one day I said I wanted to like go see some cherry blossoms like one day in like Japan or like a garden, you know. So looking at this opportunity for me to do this cherry blossom photo shoot, and they have cherry blossoms here, I was super duper excited about it. And I cannot wait for it. I'm probably gonna post pictures. I accidentally poked myself because I got excited and I got caught up. But yeah, so I'm super duper excited. To all my June babies, live your best life, okay? Live your best life. It's the month of June and this is a new year, okay? But be safe though, okay? But I'm gonna cut that string, but this is it. This is like the top part, you guys. Like it is done, and look at that. I'm glad I spread them out. It looks more like free flowing, but yet has some type of structure, and I love it. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh my gosh, look where this is going, you guys. This is going great, and it is 5:44. It's 5:44. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's 5:44. I'm super duper excited, like I said, about the whole idea. Um Now as far as with dresses, I'm gonna tell y'all something. We was trying to find a cherry blossom dress or like a pink flowy like dress, and we was having a difficult time because I imagined like I was to do a photo shoot, with cherry blossoms. I'd be wearing a pink, flowy like dress within the wind, because I thought it would be so pretty just to be around cherry blossoms and like a beautiful pink flowy dress and have it just flow in the wind. Oh my god! But we're making our own, and I still love it. And I still think like that this is like a great idea. I was gonna order some cherry blossom earn on patches, but I was like, well, I got some here. I could just sew them on. But so I looked, and I'm glad I did, cause look at this. Look at this top side, y'all. Like OMG. Like I love it. I love the branch. I love that the flowers are all free flowing, and so it don't completely look blank. I I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Before I go, excuse me, do the other side. I told you I made some custom hot tops. Um, I can show y'all those real quick for my 21st birthday. I want to get my 22nd birthday with the blue dress that I ordered. Who she is? If I can find the picture, I'll show y'all the picture. Sorry, it was dark for a second. Um, let's see. But I'm gonna show y'all the hot tops that I'm talking about. These hot tops are from Justice, by the way. Justice was my favorite store as a little girl. Oh my gosh, and I still love Justice. I don't know if y'all heard of it, but Justice is nice. It's a nice store. It's one of my favorite stores as a little girl, and it still is my favorite store now. Now, these we already had the hot tops, but this is what they look like. I painted glue and then painted like some silver glitter on them. I did it for my 21st birthday, and then I got a bling sticker with a C for Michaels and just put it on the side. And this is like the blue ribbon with like some white fluorescent ribbon. I kind of like glued the blue ribbon on the fluorescent ribbon already. And then some parts I just left with the fluorescent ribbon because all of it couldn't fit. But they still look cool, you know. And then this is the other side. Of course, has an M for my last name. So like I said with the first one, painted glue and then put silver glitter on it, make like fluorescent like. And these are the ribbons that I made. Didn't have a lot of blue ombre ribbon, so I just worked with what I had. The cool thing about these shoes is to like if you see it has like little stars and stuff in it, and it kind of like moves like a little lava lamp. I thought they was so cool, but I wanted to share it with you guys because I know I mentioned it. As for the dress, um I do still have the dress, but I'm not gonna take it out in this video. What I'm gonna do instead is show you guys some pictures real quick. Okay. Like I said, this was for my 21st birthday. Um let me show y'all like the dress. Let me try to find it. Okay. Let me see. It's been a minute, so work with me guys. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in this file. Okay, here it is. Trying to see if I can find one with me by myself, but just in case I don't, I'm just gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Cause I know what to do. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay, this is the dress I wore for my 21st birthday. I had my hair did. I was extra. Um, see with the dress, we kind of like pinned it up to where it kind of looks like it's a high low because originally we ordered it to be a high low dress, but it was too big. And as you can see, my shoes are at the bottom. Oops, sorry. My shoes are at the bottom, and it's low at the front, and it's got like a train at the back. Okay, and that was my 21st birthday. um, my 22nd birthday. Uh, let me see. Cause it wasn't exactly on my 22nd birthday. Um it was kind of like a little bit after my 22nd birthday. But I'm trying to find the dress so I can show y'all like the dress I wore for my 22nd birthday. This will be my third time wearing the dress. But it would be still for my birthday because it's technically still with the birthday week. Like this was like a few days after my birthday. I was doing like a whole little movie night, but technically, it is still my birthday dress. It does not matter. Don't let them tell you that it does not matter. If it's within the time frame of your birthday, or even if it's after your birthday, but it was an event that's planned for your birthday, that is still your birthday dress or your birthday outfit. Don't let them tell you nothing different. That does not matter, okay? That does not matter. Um, let's see. I'm trying to find it real quick. Give me a minute. It's gonna take a little while. More longer than I expected. Okay. While I'm here, I can show y'all the before of the dress too. Okay. This was the before of the dress. You see how it was really long at the front and the back was kind of like the back was fine. The back was fine, but the front it was too long. So of course I knew that because we changed. And fun fact, this is my dream prom dress. So years later, I ended up getting it. So I ended up getting the best of both worlds. Um, whenever I load the video up, y'all gonna kind of know the gist of the prom story. But I'm trying to find this picture. Girl, what is it? Sorry guys, sorry y'all if it takes a long time. Oh, I never did show y'all the pictures from my first dress series, but I wasn't for sure if he was okay with the pictures. But um I could show you those pictures. In fact, I could show you those now. Hold up. I'm not gonna show the pictures with him in it because I don't want to be disrespectful. But um, well, I'm gonna save that for a separate video. I'm sorry because I feel like that needs to be a separate video on its own for the aftermath of everything, and I don't want to do that. Sorry, I tend to change my mind off of stuff really, really quickly. As many ideas I have, I tend to change my mind kind of really, really quickly. So I do apologize for that. Okay. I can show y'all the dress because I don't know where's the one I had blue hair and everything, but this is the dress that I wore on my 22nd birthday. It's like a blue ombre, which is why my laces were like blue ombre. Cause I can't find it, cause I had blue hair to match the dress, but I cannot find that one for some reason. So I'm just gonna show you how the dress. But yeah, that's the dress and those are the shoes. I've also done other little custom works. Like I made my sister custom jacket for her birthday. And besides the hat, the beanie I showed in my first video, I've done that too. Um, I did a custom stocking one time. But it's just like I said, I do custom works behind the scenes, and I don't really show those a lot. Besides the fact that, and I did a DIY for Mother's Day, and I made my mom them custom dice. I just don't show a lot of the stuff that I do. The reason why I didn't show why well the stocking was a gift, and like the jacket was a gift for my sister, and I didn't really think to record anything at the time. And plus, when I'm making like personal gifts and stuff, majority of the time I don't record them unless it's for myself. Majority of the time, but I fought to record the dice because I thought it would be nice Mother's Day gift, and a nice DIY for Mother's Day sake. But other than that, I don't really record too much personal like stuff that I make because I've made custom pillows before. So I'm very much have made a few custom stuff. I just don't show a lot of it. One day I plan on getting a portfolio together of the stuff that I've made, and maybe when I make that portfolio, I can just scroll through it with y'all one day. Like do a live stream on it. But till then, just know that I have made other custom stuff before, and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys soon. Yeah, this top side is done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna take a little break, um, and show y'all the other side once it's done, so I don't take up all of y'all time because it's really just one side, and I just felt like just talking and sharing it with y'all. You know, like y'all been here for a long time. Some of y'all been here for a long time. Some of y'all are new. But either which way, I like to share my journey with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I like for y'all to kind of like, I want for y'all to kind of get to know me more. That makes sense. Cause I'm very much a creative person at heart. Practically anything that I can lay my hands on, and when it's arts and crafts, I could just create. You know, and I want to share that creativity with you guys as well as with the world someday. You know, but enough of that. See you guys when I get done with this second patch. So you guys stay tuned, stay with me if you made it this far. Congratulations. I'm so happy that you made it this far because I know this video is probably like really long. Looking at it, it's like we on 56 right now. I tried to make it long, but I have just so much stuff that I want to share, you know. But yeah, I'll see you guys back in a little bit.